My name is Mehdi, and I'm a Sierra Leonean by birth, and I live in the UK as a nurse. I came across NSPPD in 2020, late 2020, after COVID time, as already sees in London. I have multiple testimony, but I can just go into two that I know of. I was diagnosed in 2012 as sciatica pain, and those people that are medical doctors, they know what is sciatica pain. I mean, the one that can make you not to stand, not to sit. You don't have peace. That's the kind of pain I was having. And at the same time, I have my children to take care of. So before, I used to take medication because that's the only way I knew. So just go in, get medication, and the medication will leave me with, I put on weight and just sleeping and all those things. But when I enter 2020, when I encounter with NSPPD, I know that's my bus stop. Wow. Then I take this matter to the altar. Then I said, this, I will come out with it. I will come out of this pain. During the fasting of 2023, January, I've worked so far. Then I said, okay, let me go for holiday. But the pain, I'm working with the pain. I can, like Pastor Jerry can always say, women do their makeup and just move on. Right. So I do my makeup, I move on, nobody knows what I'm going through. They don't know that I can't sit for long. They don't know that I can't stand for long. They don't know that I have a feet that when I walk, the right feet will probably just let me know that I can't move anymore. They don't know that, but I live in a happy woman because I know the God that I serve. So on 2023, during the fasting, I was on the fasting, I went for holiday. But this hotel, all the beds that are low, those people that know back pain, they know that you can't sleep on low ground, you can't sleep on low bed. You have to have the highest bed to sleep because you have to maneuver. So I went there, it became worse, but I can't call my children to say, this is what I'm going through, because already my son have already done that favor for me to say, Mom, you go for holiday. So I just want to enjoy my holiday. So on this faithful day, on the 30th of January, when the fast was going on, then before I normally join the altar, I always pray that what I want is what I'm going to ask for that moment. I say, God, this is my problem. I have this pain, I'm smiling. You know me. You know me, God. You know the pain that I'm carrying. Please, God, when I join this altar today, have an encounter with me. Send your word forth for me. Then I started praying. By the time I get into the prayer, it's already like 5 minutes after the prayer. So within 10 minutes of the prayer, then Pastor Jerry just uttered the word. He said, I don't know who you are. He said, you have a back pain, wherein the bone is pressing on the nerve. Wow. And from today, it is reversed. Oh, God. I know this is my word. I know exactly, because that's what they explained, that the bone, because there is a time they were thinking, like, if they want to do any operation, they have to move the bone that is pressing on top of the nerve. So they have to remove it. But when the word came in, I hold on to that word. I cried because I was in another man's country. I was just crying. I don't know what to do. I didn't call my children. After the prayer, I just dressed myself. Me that used to, like a crippled person, when you want to get off the bed, I moved myself. Wow. I forgot I have the pain. I just jacked from the bed, went to the bathroom, dressed, and went out. I went out. I was out throughout like a baby that just started walking. The way they are enjoying walking. I was just walking, going around. Because I can stand, no pain. I can sit, no pain. And I can move my legs, no pain. So I was outside till 8 o'clock. I even break my fast out. I didn't come to the hotel room. So since then, that January 30th, that was the last time I imagined that I think about that pain. And since then, even because my workplace, they know that I have a back pain. They don't even know that whether it's ill. And I don't go to the doctor because why? I know exactly I'm working in the tour, so I know what they're going to say. They're going to start asking me some questions. So I just leave that one. Then the one that brings me to Abuja, because that's what I said to God. God, when you do this one, I will come to Abuja. And before then, last year, 2022, when everybody was dancing here, I'm home, I'm looking at with my kids. I said, next year I'm going to be in that altar. I'm going to be there with Pastor Jerry. And I'm going to dance. I'm going to enjoy the birthday. And I'm going to go to my testimony. But I never knew that I'm going to get it, because there is something that you pray for. There is something you live with. I've already said, okay, this pain is there. Whether it works, I know when I take medication, I'm going to do what I want to do. But I never imagined I'm coming with this testimony that I'm coming with. All my prayer, 2022, the same day that we are doing the celebration, that Sunday, is just to come and celebrate with Papa. That was the thing. So 2023, on a fateful day, I can say, Pastor say, evil emergency. I was working because we, the nurses in the UK, we have a license that we have to protect. And every year you need to renew that license.
That's right.
And if you miss, it's going to be like a detriment to you. It depends on the organization. Then on 2021, I renew my PIN, which is the license. Then, yes, the license for practice as a nurse. Then I decided to set a direct debit because I know the work is so tedious. Let me just set a direct debit so I don't have to worry. So I set this direct debit. I'm happy. I'm going about my own business. I don't have nobody problem. I know that it's going to be automatically. So I said the direct debit is supposed to come out on November the 30th. It didn't come out. December, it didn't come out. Then during that time, till February, I was practicing as a nurse, and which is illegal, and moreover, it's like anything that happened to a patient, you're going to answer by yourself. The trust don't have nothing to do with you. So then I decided I was home, I was off. Then my manager called me on the 13th of February. He said, Mehdi, he said, the HR have just called me that your PIN have expired. He didn't renew your PIN. So the moment he said to me, I was like, okay, let me just call them, because that's the way I normally answer. Okay, let me just call them. I will get back to you. Then I called them. Immediately when I called them, they explained to me that, yes, your PIN was relapsed. The direct debit was there. We don't know what happened, but your PIN was relapsed. And the trust couldn't even pick it up because normally the organization will send an email to the trust that this person's PIN has already expired, which is a license. But they didn't pick it up till February. So when I called them, I asked them, I said, after doing all the process I need to fill form and everything, then I said to them, how long is it going to take for me to get my PIN? Then they said to me, 6 months, maybe if you're lucky, 6 months or 1 year. Then I was like, fear don't come in me, because why? I know exactly that when I pray, the God of Pastor Jerry will answer me. I know, I have that confidence in me that I didn't do it willfully. I didn't mean to do any harm, but this happened because of a coincidence, and because of that, God will vindicate me. So when I finished everything, I just went into the altar. I just prayed to my God. I joined, oh Lord, show me mercy, because I have a sea of them. So I just listened to all of them that night. Then after that, they called me for a meeting, and we are in. The manager, by rights, is supposed to, like, at that time I was a band 5. So a band 5 is just a registered nurse that I've just finished. I'm a band 5. You can still demote me to band 4, band 3, or band 2. But when I went for the meeting, the manager said, I don't have a job for you. The manager took it on his own hand to just do that wickedness. He said, I don't have a job for you.
Wow.
He said, if I were you, I would just go home and pop my champagne and just drink. I was like, I didn't say anything. So they invite the matron that is next to the manager. He said the same thing to me. So I went home. Went home just praying and believe. Then on that day, on the 10th of March, yes, we were praying. Before that day, Pastor Jerry, within the match, Pastor Jerry was just following me with my problem. He was just saying that, I don't know who you are, but they will not use your mistake against you. I don't know who you are. They will not use your mistake against you. I hold on to that word. Then there is a word that was going, am I not God? Why are you afraid? I know that my word is there. It will not end the way the enemy planned it. I know my word is there. So I was just holding on. On the 10th, we are praying. That was on, I think it was on Friday or Thursday or so. But I have to go and face them the other week again. I don't want to face them in a way like they're going to ask me a lot of questions. They will humiliate me in the place. Then Pastor Jerry, everything, the prayer was finished. Just at the end of the prayer, then Pastor Jerry said, I don't know for who I'm interrupted. He said, but whatever it is, pray for one thing today. That was on the 10th of March. He said, pray for one thing. In 24 hours, God is going to reveal himself to you. I hold on to that word. I know that word is my word. And that's where everything was depending on it. So I hold on to the word. I pray. Then I went to work. Because that time is already winter, so I can able to pray before I go to work. I finished, I went to work. When I went to work, I didn't go for break around 3 o'clock. I said, let me open my phone when I went for break. Only to open my phone. The first thing I saw is the email from the NMC, which are the body that are responsible for the license. And they put there, congratulations, your PIN has been restored.
Wow.
Within 24, Pastor Jerry said 24 hours, but this one happened because we finished the prayer around 8 o'clock. Then which is like after 7 to us. Then I went to work. Within 9:20, that's the time the email came. So that's the difference between, say, 24 hours. But this one, they didn't even take more than 5 hours.
Wow.
My PIN has been restored without a conviction like tag to say, okay, this is the limits that you can walk. So during that problem that I was going through with all that pain, the God that sees me appear. The God that sees me appear. There was a job vacancy because I was afraid of applying for a job because I don't want to face that manager because I know exactly. Although Pastor Jerry was have been going that, any institutional abuse, he reverse it. Lots of what have been going on. So then I saw an advertisement, yes. Then this advertisement, my colleague pushed me, say, oh, Mehdi, there's a vacancy, can you apply? Then I applied for this vacancy. That was the deadline. I finished applying for the vacancy for a band 6 because I was a band 5, like a higher band. I know with them, they will never give it to me. So I was just waiting to look for my way to leave that particular place. Then my colleague, I've applied everything. Then later on, within that mist, when I was troubled, that's the time God gave me promotion. Wow. I don't know what to do. It's like when I see it, I sit down and look like this. I say, this is the God that sees me. In the midst of pain, God gave me what I wanted. And because the word has already begun, because May, Pastor Jay, you say, I don't know who you are, but there is a vacancy I've already created for you.
Right.
I don't know because I was not applying for a job. So when I applied for the job, I got the job. I was like, is it true that this is just a magic? First is my pay that was restored within 24 hours, within 5 hours, and now it's a job that I've got. So I said to God, what you have done for me is even more than for me to hold my money back and sit in London. Just give my testimony. Maybe we'll not reach, maybe we'll reach. So I say, you know what? Now maybe it's there. I vow myself that I'm going to be here 22nd of August for Papa's birthday. Wow. And I vow that I'm going to come with my testimony. I don't know the testimony, but God sets the testimony for me ahead. And here I am, Pastor Jerry. So say thank you very much for everything you have done for my life. For everything that you have done for my life. There's so much. And I have a testimony that I've come to give back again here. And I've asked God when I come to the altar on Tuesday. I say, God, this is what I want you to do for me. People in Abuja, or people in Africa, they want to go to Africa, they want to go to Europe. But for me, I want to come to Africa. Just so I can be able to serve my God with the way I want to serve my God. And that's my promise. When I get the job, I will stay in Africa. Thank you very much.
What God cannot do! Restoration, you should complete it. Restoration with compensation. She didn't have a job at some point. But now she has been promoted. License renewed. Can someone throw their head back?